Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of History Hobo Plays TimeGuessr. I've got a bit more time today, so I'm just going to take my time, see what I can do. Let's get into the game. Okay, let's see, we have Johnny Depp and Kate Moss. This looks like, yeah, Heathrow Airport, more than likely, British Airways. It's a pretty standard sign for Heathrow Airport. Yeah, it could be any UK airport really with these signs, but Heathrow is more than likely because I believe Kate Moss was always around the London fashion scene, so that would be my main guess. Let's go find that if we can. Now, where was Heathrow? I drove there when I went to Serbia because I flew from there. It's down here, there it is. Okay, around the M25, I remember that. Okay, it's not going to be Terminal 5 because that's a newer terminal. Yeah, there's Terminal 5, that's newer. So I'm probably going to go around Terminal 3 or Terminal 2, just because it's quite central. We've got, maybe around here, we've got some shops. Any Caviar House? We'll go bang in the middle because it's between them, so we can't be too far away. So when were they a couple? I believe it was in the 90s. Looking at how old Johnny Depp is here, I think it's after Edward Scissorhands, but before Pirates of the Caribbean age. Yeah, I would think it was 90s. Let's have a look at the people behind. Yeah, this looks kind of 90s fashion to me. I'd probably say around 96. I don't think it'd be too early in the 90s. He was with Winona Ryder for a while, wasn't he, in the earlier 90s? Let's go 96, I think. Should be around that time. We'll go for that. It's 97, not bad. And we were in Terminal 3 over here. Is that Caviar House still there? Not seeing it, so I probably wouldn't have found it. It's probably changed businesses since then. So Johnny Depp and Kate Moss leaving London Heathrow Airport. The couple dated for 4 years in the 90s. So it's only 1 year off. It's pretty decent there. Okay, next round. Okay, Shoes, McManus, Arthur Street. Is that Arthur? Looks like it. Arthur Street. It's a very common street name. Little Woods. That was an old shop in the UK. It's gone out of business probably in the 90s as well. It was an old catalogue shop. McManus, kind of Irish sounding name. Okay, let's look at some of these newspapers or magazines. Dandy, I'm familiar with that. That was still around when I was a kid, but it's been around for a long time. Jackie, I've heard of that one. That's before my time for sure. Any locations or city names on any of these newspapers? Not seeing anything. The magazines aren't likely. I was hoping for like a local newspaper. That would have been more useful. Kind of 60s dress on this lady here, so that'll help us probably. Sure there's nothing useful. Oh, it's in pence, 15p. So that must mean it's after decimalization, because before that you wouldn't have had the p. It would more likely have a D or something like that. I can never remember what the decimalized ones were, but P is definitely post-decimalization. So that would put it 71 or after. I think it was 71 was decimalization in the UK. I think not long after that, to be honest, given this dress and the lack of flares that I'm seeing. So let's put it... I think I might say 71, just say it's post-decimalization that year. Where, though? This is really not jumping out at me of what city this is. Could be London, but there's going to be an Arthur Street in pretty much every city in the UK. doesn't look Londonish. Well, it could be just one of the smaller areas of London. It's not central London, I don't think. Should we go Manchester, maybe? It's going to be hard to say. Maybe we should go Birmingham, as it's central. Yeah, we'll go central Birmingham. I'm really not sure on this one. Okay, let's go for it. I was 71. Oh, it was Belfast. McManus. I should have thought about that name. It's Irish. Yeah, so that makes a lot of sense. So central Belfast. And it was just after decimalisation, yeah. Arthur Street is there. Oh, Arthur Square. I've not been to Belfast, so I don't know. I didn't recognise that one. Okay, next round. Didn't lose too many points, luckily. Okay, we have some kind of cross-country skiing. We have an American flag here. So are we in the US? So sponsors, obviously a lot of European sponsors on these. That could be a US Olympic kind of team. Norwegian and Finnish. So it's some kind of event with many people. The fact that we've got US flags in the crowd a bit more may say that we are like Salt Lake City or somewhere like that, maybe. This guy's wearing a kind of cowboy hat, so that could be definitely US. Is it a Winter Olympics? No, that's just an Audi symbol, not an Olympic symbol. Don't think it would be a Winter Olympics because you'd have more Olympics logos on the competitors, I would think. This is going to be a very difficult one. We've got buildings in the background as well, but very blurry. Can't see any of it. Where would they have skiing events? Obviously Colorado, that kind of area might have skiing events in the US. I was hoping that these fans haven't travelled to Europe, but the number of American fans makes me think more than likely we are in America. Have we got any states mentioned on hats here or anything like that? No, it doesn't look like it. This is going to be a shot in the dark. It looks pretty modern. DSLR. Although that person looks like they're holding a camcorder. Don't see a phone. It's going to be hard to date as well, this, because I don't think these have changed too much, these outfits. But given the DSLR, I'd think it's probably about 2012 maybe. I don't know if this camcorder is a camcorder. It looks like it with the strap, but don't know if it's a digital one or an old tape one. Let's put it at 2010, just given the clothes. I'm really not sure though. So location-wise, I know they have had a Winter Olympics in Salt Lake City. So it's quite central to this area of the US, which is obviously where we've got the Rocky Mountains coming in, so it might be a wise place to go. I don't think we'd have many skiing events over this side. Could maybe up in the north here, but we'll go for that. I really have no clue. I don't think I'm going to get many points on this round. Oh wow, it's Canada. The year wasn't too bad, 2 years off, but it was Canada. US cross-country skier Kikan Randall being cheered on before crossing the finish line to win the race of the 2012 FIS Cross Country World Cup. I didn't see a single Canadian flag here. So if you got Canada there, very well done. Yeah, terrible location points. We've lost, what, 5,000 points there pretty much. No clues I can see to say Canada there. Unless you're very familiar with cross-country skiing, which I'm not at all. Okay, we've got... looks like I was going to say a Finland flag, but it might not be a Finland flag, because it's got a weird cross in the middle of it. Looks like an Olympic torch carrying. Is it a Finland flag? Something. Could be just a blur. Does he look like he could be Finnish? Could be. Has Helsinki ever hosted the Olympics? I'm not sure, to be honest. Again, it's just the cross in the flag looks it, but we have a beetle here. About the people in the crowd. Blonde men. Does suggest could be Finland. Building style kind of works for Finland. Helsinki more than likely. We have a large building with pillars in front of it. We might see something like that in Helsinki. I have no idea if they have held the Olympics or not. I don't think we're going to find a specific building, so I'm not even sure it's in Helsinki, but we'll go there. And what year would this be? Fairly old. 40s, 50s maybe? Have we got a vehicle to see? Oh, we've got a beetle, so it can't be too early. Maybe 50s then? I really should look at the exact years that they were produced. Any clues on this guy's hat? No. What kind of shoes are they wearing? It's a rainy day by the looks of it, so it's not particularly helpful with fashion. Everyone's wearing these long trench coats. Early 50s? I think that would fit with this fashion. It could be even earlier, but if it was an Olympic year, would that be 52? I'm trying to think, 60, 52. We'll go there. I'm not sure. Again, it's a tricky round today. I was bang on 52. And it was in Helsinki. Nice. So I worked out the year there. That's nice. The Olympic torch being carried to the Parliament House in Helsinki for the summer 1952. The 1952 Summer Olympics. So it's Parliament House. Oh, that makes sense. This building is probably the pillared one. I don't think we would be able to tell that from above, though. Okay, nice. I was lucky there. Very lucky. I thought I was going to lose a lot of points. Steel Pier. We are in Atlantic City. I've seen that pier a few times. Atlantic City is there. And the Steel Pier is definitely in Atlantic City. I believe it's this one. Yep, Steel Pier. So we're looking along the coast. This looks like the boardwalk, you would call it, probably. Don't know if there still is a boardwalk there. Yes, this would be the boardwalk. And this would be the Steel Pier. It looks like it's changed quite somewhat here. We have a street to our left. Does it have any name on the street? Can't see it though. We have a street to our left, and then there's another street down there. So we've got a street here and a street. I think a lot of this buildings have been modernized. But given the distance, we're not that far away from it. We kind of look like we're on this place here, because we're not actually on the boardwalk. We're a bit back and a bit elevated, so I think that could be it. Yeah, I think we'll leave that there. Now the year, this looks actually very old. Looking at these outfits, these look very early 1900s. The parasol umbrellas as well. Boater hats for the summer weather. These kind of dresses. Usually when they've got these big poofy backs to them, they tend to be quite old, and especially when they're fully white with big hats. We haven't got any vehicles. It's all going to be hand pushed carts along the boardwalk. Coca-Cola. It's been going a long time. Any actual, just obvious dates that I'm missing? I don't want to rush into saying. The fad of 1909. It's a bit later than I would have thought, but I think that's a decent enough clue. I would have been tempted to go bang on 1900 with these clothes, but maybe not in this area. People dressed up a bit more. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. 1909. Oh, we've got some writing at the top of this. Just check it. It doesn't look like it's anything. Let's go for that. It was 1913, so that sign was even older. Wow. That's surprising. Okay, a view down the boardwalk in Atlantic City. On the right, a sand sculpting competition is taking place. Oh, down here I didn't even notice these guys digging in the sand. Perfect location though, so not too bad. Okay, final score 43,991. That skiing round killed me, and probably the first round, the Belfast round as well. Let's have a look at the breakdown, see where we lost those points. First round, very good. Right airport, only 1 year off. We're only 400 meters away. Next one, perfect year, but Belfast. Wow, we lost 900 points there. That's not too bad. The third round is where we lost all the points. 2 years off, so a good year guess, but you lose so many points in those kind of rounds. I had no way of saying that it was it Quebec as well, so it was as far out as you're going to get unless you're out in Newfoundland or Nova Scotia. The next one, perfect year guess in Finland. That was very lucky, that year guess. And the last one, 4 years off, lost a few points there, but at perfect location. That's crazy. 4 rounds in the 9,000s and 1 in the 5,000s just because of that location. It's a shame, but you win some, you lose some. If you got Canada out of that, let me know in the comments how you managed to work out that that was Canada, unless you're just familiar with skiing. But okay, I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.